In this video, we will discuss some SAS character functions. SAS functions are essential tools in data programming. The functions can be roughly classified into three categories. They are numerical functions, character functions, and miscellaneous functions. In this video, we will discuss character functions, such as how to compute the length of a string, change characters to upper or maybe lower case, or concatenate strings, create substrings, remove characters or words from a string, or maybe search for string or words. The first one, so how to find the length of a character string. So here we have two functions, so length n, and length c. So length n returns the length of a character value, so not counting trailing blanks. And for missing value, it will return 0. But length c returns the storage length of a string. See, for example, in here, I input a variable x, so it has 4 different values, or this dataset has 4 observations. So then I apply length n and length c to those. You can see, so for ABC, if you apply length n, so it counts the number of characters, right? So will be A, B, C will be 3 of them. So for AB, so the length is 2. For A is 1, of course, right? And so missing value, so the length will be 0. But if you apply length C, the value, all of them are 8. Yeah, because by default, so the length of this character variable, so the length is 8. If you run this one, so this is the result we have. For the storage length, I mean for length C, essentially, if you run proc contents data equal exy, right? You can see for variable x, see, it is a character variable, so the length is 8. So basically, the function length c, it just returns this value, so this 8. Yeah, but length n just returns the number of characters for this variable. Second group, we have uppercase, lowercase, and proper case. Yeah, so just convert the letters to uppercase letters, lowercase letters, or proper case. Proper case just means for each word, the first letter is capitalized, and so the remaining letters are small, are lowercase. So for example, if we define text in this way, so it is a mixture of lowercase and uppercase. When we use the function uppercase, right, so every letters becomes an uppercase. Yeah, so then for the lowercase, see, every letters are lowercase. But if we use proper case, so see, the G and M are capital letters, and the remaining letters are lower cases. Yeah, so let's check this in SAS output. See, this is what I discussed in slide. Concatenating. Concatenating just means you combine 2 character strings together. Okay, so this is the first easiest way to do it, right? So suppose here I just define text 1, text 2, and text 3. So in text 4, I just want to concatenate text 1, 2, 3 together. And the result, see, when we do this concatenation, SAS also include this space. You can see, so SAS also include this space. And so if you use the cat x, so this can concatenate character strings, removing leading and trailing blanks, and also insert separators. For example, like here, see, I just want to connect these 3 strings, and I want to connect them by one space. Yeah, so if you do that, so this is how it looks like. Yeah, and for this good, for this text one, because so there are some leading blanks, trailing blanks. So leading blanks, so just means the blanks before any those letter, right? So trailing blanks, so just means so the some blanks in the end. So this cat X, so we'll remove those blanks, right? So, but why we have blanks here? Yeah, because I asked SAS to use one blank to connect those three characters. So notice if you want to check the result, you have to check the result in ODS listing. Yeah, because in the HTML, so SAS may show multiple spaces as a single space. So what I mean is, yeah, I think so. This one, right? See, for example, so if I just show it in this way, seems text 4 and text 5 looks like they are the same, right? Yeah, but if you use ODS listing, if you check that in text, see clearly, so text 4, so it contains much more space, right? Yeah, but for text 5, so there's just one space to separate those strings. Okay. Next one, so we will discuss some functions to remove characters. So comp BL, see comp compress, okay, BL blank. Yeah, so this one just will convert two or more blanks into one single blank. Let me show you. Yeah, and so the compress, so just remove blanks or maybe other characters you specify. So trim, so just remove trailing blanks. Yeah, so if the argument is blank, so trim just returns one blank. Suppose we have text 1 to 3, right? So it has some blanks, some trailing blanks. So for text 4, we just directly concatenate them together. Yeah, so then in the result, so we may have extra blanks, right? So like see those blanks between good and morning, so those just comes from here, right? So those blanks just comes from here. So the blanks after morning, and so if we use trim and then we concatenate them together, because trim will remove all trailing blanks. Yeah, so see the blanks after good, so those will be removed. The blanks after morning will be removed, right? So then you can concatenate those strings together, so you will have good morning. Yeah, so there's no blanks. Yeah, so this may not be what we want, right? So see, but you can manually insert one blank, so between good and morning. Yeah, so then this will be the result we want. Well, so for the text 4, so this is text 4, right? And so if we apply the function comp blank, right? So multiple blanks becomes a single blank. Yeah, see, there's multiple blanks here, and so in the result we have only one single blank here. The compress can remove blanks or maybe other characters you specify. So it has two arguments. So the first argument will be the variable of string, right? So the next argument, so just will be a list of characters you want SAS to remove. So for text 4, so this is the current value of text 4, right? So then in here, so I include a space and the letter O. So then in the result, you can see, so then all the space in this text 4 are removed and all the letter O are removed. So then we have G, D, M, R, N, I, N, G, right? Yeah, so all the blank and space are removed. Yeah, so compress is helpful. So if you want to remove some characters in a character string. Yeah, so let's show this in SAS. Yeah, so I've already explained so why the output will be looks like that, right? Of course, for some of the output, if you want to for those blanks, right? So if you want to check that, so you may need to use ODS listing file equals home, yes, output new, right? Yeah, so you need to show the result in listing. Yeah, so in order to check that multiple blanks. Yeah, so this one you can see, so those clearly have multiple blanks, right? So then we want to mention a more argument for compress. Yeah, so the compress can have a third argument. So third argument is called a modifier. Yeah. So if the third argument a means so remove all upper and lower case letters. So D means remove all numerals, just remove all digits. Yeah, so 0, 1 up to 9, right? So I means ignore cases. Key means keep listed characters instead of removing them. S means remove blanks, tabs, line feed, or carriage return. So P means remove punctuation. So you can use one letter or you can use a combination of those letters. Okay. Let's check this. Suppose we have this text. Okay. See, you say compress. Notice the second argument. So this is you leave it as blank. Okay. Compress A, right? So A, you check the list. So this means remove all upper or lower case. So then after you run that, then the result will be, let me write it here. So then the result will be, because you remove all letters, right? So those are the string. Remove all letters. No this one, no this one, no this one. So this will be the result of this guy. Okay. So then second one, D means digit. So remove all numbers, right? See, remove 3, remove 2, remove 1. Okay. So then the next one, KD, right? See, K means keep instead of removing, right? So KD. So see, instead of remove digit, we keep digits, right? So then the result will be only 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So this one, S means remove blanks, tabs, so those special symbols, right? So just remove this blank. This one, P means remove all punctuation. Yeah, so only this comma will be removed. So the last one is PS, so means remove a punctuation. Okay, I remove comma, remove space, remove this one. So this will be the result, right? So let's try to run this one, right? So this is from text 1 to text 6, right? So then the result is what I just described here. Okay. Of course, so here I say in the second argument you just leave it blank, right? Yeah. So if you do not leave it as blank, so for example, so I write X here, right? So this just means so SAS will remove X, and additional to this X, SAS will further to remove punctuation and those space. Yeah, so see, so then the result will be like this one, starting from 1y to the x, right? Like the, see, check the last one, it is like that. Or see, this is case sensitive. Yeah, so if you write a small letter I, if you do like that, so the result you still have I here. Yeah, but you can use a modifier. So it says, see, I means ignore cases, right? Yeah, so then you just include I here, and so then you run it. So then no matter it is capital letter X or small letter X, so both of them will be removed, right? Yeah, so then the result is like this. Okay. Next one is to search for strings. So we can use a function find. So find search for a specific substring of characters within a character string that you specify and return its location. So return 0 if the value is not found. First, we define a string. So this is text position. So I ask, so it has two arguments, right? So first argument, so it will be the name of the variable or maybe a string. So the second argument just will be the string you want to search. Yeah, so this just means I want SAS to search for is. So notice, so there is, right? Yeah, but the SAS will return the position of the first location. See, will be here. See, for this, basically will return the starting point of this string, right? So the starting point, see, this is string 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, so this is the position of the character will be 3. Yeah, so will be 3. And so find, so this is space is. So when we do the comparison, the space is also included, right? So will be here. You can see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so the value will be 5. So ask us to search for str. Yeah, so see, str is here, right? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so SAS will return 11. So notice, so the space, the blank is also counted as a character. So if ask SAS to search for are, yeah, but there's no are here, so then SAS will return 0. So notice, so this search, the string comparison is case sensitive. So if you ask SAS to search for this, yeah, notice the first letter, so this is lowercase, right? Yeah, but in the string we have uppercase. So there's no match, and so SAS will return 0. If you can ask SAS to ignore cases, right? So then we will have a third argument. Yeah, so then you say I. See, this I is very similar to this I, right? So ignore case. So then SAS will not distinguish the small letter t and the capital letter T here. Yeah, so then SAS will return 1 for this value. Let me show you, right? Yeah, so this is, so why the value will be like that. So this is find. So then we have a function scan. And the difference is, so find, we just find a substring, but search, we search word, okay? So this is the text. So the scan, so usually, so we will have 2 or maybe 3 argument. Yeah, so the first argument will be the character string or maybe name of the variable. Yeah, so second argument just asks, so which word you want. So the last argument just tells us, so which characters are used to separate word. So here, so the third argument, we use blank, right? So just means, so see, for those tags separated by blanks, and we treat them as a word. Yeah, so here we have 1 word, 2, second word, third word, and the last word. So if we say scan text 1, so the first word, so SAS will return is, right? So if we ask the second word, SAS will return is, right? So the third word will be a. The fifth word, well, so SAS will return empty. I mean, we return a missing value. Yeah, so because we have 4 words in total, right? So this argument, second argument, can also be negative. So negative means we count backward. So count backward, okay? -1 just means the last word, right? So SAS will return string. Why the SAS also include this punctuation, right? Because we tell SAS to use this blank to separate word, okay? A function count W. So this is also a very useful function. So this counts the number of words in a string, right? So basically the count word text So SAS will return a value 4, yeah, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 word, right? So this just asks SAS what is the last word, essentially. Yeah, so SAS will return string. Of course, so we can also ignore the last argument. I mean the third argument. So by default, so words are separated by common delimiters such as blank, comma, period, or those basically blank or punctuation, right? Yeah, so if you ask the last word, so SAS will give you the string, yeah, because the last character, so this is a punctuation, so SAS automatically ignore that. Okay. Yeah, so let's run this one because we've already explained this. Yeah, so we just run it. You can see, yeah, so this is result is the same as what I described. Substring. Yeah, so this is substring, right? So this can be used to replace or extract some strings. We define a variable, okay, and so for the text one, see for the substring, so it has 3 arguments. So the first argument will be the string or maybe name of the variable. So the second argument will be the starting position, and the last argument will be the length of the string. So this one just says start from position 1, and so I want 4 characters. Yeah, so start from the first one, 4 characters. So then will be THIS, right? So this is the result. And so for this one, so I said start from the 7th character, and so I want 5 characters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7th. Yeah, so then I want 5 characters, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So notice, so blank is also counted as a character. So the result will be S blank, A blank S. So this function can also be used to replace character strings. Yeah, so for example, so first I ask text 3, so equal to text, right? See, then I just put the substring, so on the left-hand side of this equality, I mean this assignment. So for the text 3, starting from position 6, right? So the length is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 7. So these 2 characters will be this is. So then I just assign is, so capital letter is to the string. Yeah, so this just means these 2 letter will becomes the capital letter is. Okay, so let's show this one. Okay, right. So this is what I described in slide. Right. So right just return its argument right aligned. Yeah. So training blanks are moved to the start of the value. So here as a demonstration, so then I input ID. So with those are ID, right? Okay. I specify the length of the characters will be 8. Will be 6. So those are the possible values, right? So if I use the right ID, so then it will become like that one. See, this is because we specify the length is 8, right? The length is 6. And so then this is 6. Well, so I mean, so cannot be right aligned, right? And for this one, because see, the length is 6, and so it has only 4 characters, right? So when we move this towards the right, so SAS will insert so some blanks before this F, right? And so also similarly to here, right? So it has 5 characters. Yeah. So if we right aligned, so SAS will insert 1 character in front of it. So what's this one? So the substring, so starting from the 6th position, and so we just take 1 character. Yeah, so then we just want to know, so what's the 6th in the position 6 position of that character, right? See, for this one, the sixth character, of course, so will be 2, right? And for this one, yeah, because we have 4 characters, so the after that, so will be blank, right? So if I ask what's the what's the character in position 6, yeah, so of course will be empty. So similarly to here, so will be empty. Yeah, but after we right aligned this one, so then I ask, so what's the 6th character? See, so basically just means will be the last character of those string, right? So for this one will be 2, for this one will be 3, and so for this one will be 5. Okay. Let's check the output. Yeah, so then see, so the result is what I described in slide. The last example, so the train word. So this will replace or remove all occurrence of a given word within a character string. So this is a word, okay? So if we say train word text, see, after that we have 2 additional arguments. So the first one is the character, so we want to search. I mean, basically, we want to replace all apple in this string by pumpkin. Yeah, so after you run this one, so then the result will be pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. Okay. So this function, I mean, this function can also be used to remove some strings, right? So if you replace some string by missing, yeah, so that means those string will be removed. See, if we say apple after that, so we only have the quotation mark, but nothing inside the quotation mark. Yeah, so just means I want to remove apple here. Okay, right. Yeah, so let me run this one. Yeah, you can see. So so this apple becomes pumpkin. So in the text 2, right? So all apples are dropped. Okay. So this is the end of the video.